All right, so we're at the farmhouse up here, and this is really, really cool for me. This is inside the barn. And when you look at the timbers and how long that this stuff has been in here, it is freaking amazing. These are oak. And I got to tell you, if you were to clean this stuff up, it would be the prettiest wood that you've ever seen in your life. It is unbelievable. All of these floorboards and everything else. It's literally like walking through time. I kind of get off on old stuff that lasts the test of time. And when you think about how much work went into building something like this, it's really amazing. And I know most people will look at something like this and it's like, ooh, that's old and dirty and dingy, but not me. I think about the trees, how long it took for them to grow and mature, and then getting cut down and being milled up and being shaped and then nailed together. And this was built by hand. This wasn't done with like all your DeWalt, compressor or pneumatic guns and drills. This was built with hammer and nails, piece by piece. A lot of this wood was hand cut, and they just don't build it like this anymore. Because see, here's what you want to look at. Look at this board. Because it's hand sewn, see how skinny this one is? This one's about 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches. Then you look at this one. You see the size difference on this one? See how much wider? That's almost 2 inches. Then you look at this one over here, and you see that's the bark line of where the bark grew on the tree. All of this stuff. And this one, good Lord, this one's about 2.25, 2.5 inches long. Every single one of these, oh, okay, that's two of them together, was done by hand. And I want you to think about that, We all are used to going to Home Depot and buying dimensional lumber that's all exactly the same. Back in the day when this was built, you went out and you cut a tree with a handsaw. And let me get the door close. You cut a tree with a handsaw. Hang on. You cut a tree with a handsaw and you hand planed it and you put it in place and hope and hope that you cut enough of them. That, my friends, is a thing of beauty. No plywood, 1x boards all nailed on there in that archway for the barn. The metal pan roof. Needs to be scraped and painted, but I'll be damned if I'd get up on there and paint it. And there's a look at the house. The house, built before the Civil War. Imagine that this was a plantation. But I gotta tell you, it's a thing of beauty. It's so quiet, it's so peaceful. It's almost godlike being here. And there's Michael Anthony Fitness. Harder work getting that stuff cleaned up. Oh, almost forgot. Actually came up here for a purpose. I need to get a couple of bricks for our door frame. Whew. So we got to go back and do a little bit of work on getting the pieces together for fixing the door frame. Whew. Unfortunately, it's more work than what we thought it was going to be, with the beams eaten up by the termites, but we'll get it all together. And we'll make this house live on for another 200 years. I'm Mark Holmes, and thank you for being part of Jobu's Day Job. I will see you guys soon. Whew.